Welcome to Nanteleod's Legacy. The year is 503. We are on our way to Lindsey, just riding through the, I don't know if it's a city, castle town, something like that, known as Newark. This is the Great Pendragon campaign, Nanteleod's Legacy. We're going to go ahead and meet the gang again, and then we'll get started. Start with Yampa.
Hey, what's up, guys? Yampa here playing Saroon, and my DoorDash is here, so I'll be right back.
Well timed.
Yeah.
Wergar.
Hey guys, Wergar, playing Circalis. Glad to be back and ready to see what's gonna happen.
Yeah. Drax.
Yeah, Drax, Rain here. Yeah, I'm curious to see who gets murdered today because we have serious battle stuff going down.
Indeed. We will go next to Bert.
Hey, Bert. I'll be playing
Bert.
Sir Cormac, the bouncer of Justin.
Hey, Bert. My poor
Is that-
brother-in-law.
Yeah, the thing, that's like the number one thing anyone who's named Bert hears. So. And we'll go to Trent.
Hello. I am very occasionally in the camera shot, which is pretty cool. And I'm playing Sir Gwydir, and we are conquering. We are saving the world from Saxons.
Yes, indeed. It's an important job. Saxon
Mhm.
saving.
That's right.
There we go. We got you in camera. Don't move
Hey,
too much.
nice
and we're
thing.
good to go.
All right, I'll stay precisely here.
Don't move. Don't do it. Okay. What are we talking about here? This is Pendragon version 5.2 with some smatterings of older and newer editions based on what we like, because that's how editions should work in most games. And we'll be moving to 6th edition in the future. But for now, in this time of anarchy, we will stay in 5.2. All right. What do you all remember about where we left off with the last episode, if anything?
We were on the march, and we saw banners for Lindsey, or I did, I believe. And then I believe Gwydir had an idea that he wanted to pitch.
Yep.
We did hear rumors about Saxons attacking Lindsey.
Yep, and Malahut moving in on him too. Yep.
Uh-huh.
We had winter. I don't know, by the way. I had this thought at the end of the other game. I don't know if we did the winter stuff. If we debriefed our winter.
Oh,
That's true.
I don't
We
think
did
we
not.
debriefed our winter. Do you guys want to do that real
No.
quick?
We can.
I'm good.
If you remember
Don't
it.
really matter to me.
Any highlights from the winter? Let's start with that. Anyone got any big highlights to remember from their winter phase? We should give out highlights. That's important.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's important.
Highlights. The hot lady from Easter had a child to Gwydir, but I don't know. I guess Gwydir probably doesn't know that because I don't know who she
Right.
is or where she came from.
Correct. That is.
Yeah. My sister had a hunchback child to an unknown man, the Shameless Hussy. The bisexual Shameless Hussy sister that I have, who has one child to an unknown knight, has another child to a second unknown knight who is a hunchback. And
Why the hunchback? How did that work out? Was that just like a random roll? Because how did that?
yeah, that was actually Bert's fault. He rolled on his random family event that a child was born and that had a
Physical, a mental deformity.
there you go. Or physical, right? It's a mental or physical deformity, something like that. Anyway, I just chose hunchback because it was interesting, and I feel like there's a bit of a running theme of hunchbackery in the Arthur story, right? So I figured let's go with hunchback instead of any of the other options.
That's fair. That's fair.
Other than that, normal winter stuff. I had some very lucky skill up rolls, which was good.
All right. And
Now famous in battle.
Rune chimes in that his one daughter that is left is alive and healthy. Important in.
Good job.
We want to track their
finally
age
made it
too, because
to,
once they make
religious
it.
night.
Oh, you made it back to a religious night?
No, I've never been a religious knight.
Oh, right.
Now I am.
Are you though?
He finally got it.
Yes.
What is
I mean-
what is your trait? What did we give you for a directed trait?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, just because I'm
What was it? Though?
worldly versus God's blessings.
What was the actual phrase though? I gave you a specific phrase.
I don't remember the specific phrase.
You're supposed to write it down. Write it down with my specific phrase, not your interpretation in the future. I know Bert's interpretations. I've seen them a couple times. A lot of times they're accurate, but sometimes they're like wide left, man. So,
He shanked it.
yeah,
We can go back and watch the VOD. We'll figure it out.
yeah. I just don't remember how far back that was. That would have been Norgale's, right? That's where that took place when you went into Berserker mode. When you're
That sounds right.
yeah, where you threw the hammer.
Yeah.
At the one.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
Around there, yeah. Sir Rain's winter was pretty quiet on his end because, well, you don't really have anything immediately around him. But his youngest, older bastard brother had a kid, which doesn't mean nothing to Rain because he doesn't even acknowledge his bastards, his dad's bastards. So.
Yeah, it's bastards. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else to add, or should we dive in, folks?
Oh, and night of service. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, me and
Yep.
Rain both
Qualified.
qualifies Knights of Service.
Yep.
Bert, I don't think you can be a religious knight and still have the doubt you have. So I think we need to decide which way your character is going to go.
Find out pretty quick.
I think that's beyond a normal doubt. That's not just like a spiritual and worldly. That's actually having like a directed trait towards it, right?
Okay.
So in the arc of the story, it was supposed to be something that you know Cormac would have to pursue to overcome.
So then his traits all match up
Yep.
from just living it.
Maybe we just see how it plays out in this session. And
Okay. We'll
See
look
what
at
pops
it.
up,
We'll
yeah.
look at it in the winter. The last thing I'm gonna make mention of is who do we have that's a true knight right now?
me, and I think Corliss.
I think I still have it.
I'm almost certain you do. Though I did do the math on it last time, and I just want to make sure we get that right. This will be important. It's a good time to know where you're at, because you guys are gonna have a choice, and I think before this battle is it's the time to do this. So give me 1 second.
Because I'm bad at math, so it's good that somebody's checking. That was never my strong suit in school.
I think you were
While you're in the army.
wait.
Oh.
Got him. Got him.
You're not wrong. I'm a strong soldier, not a smart soldier.
There you go. That's your job.
Okay. Let me just see here. Oh, I don't have your stats. What is your Valorous right now? Do you have your sheet open?
Yeah, I have it open right now.
What's your Valorous?
It should be a 16.
Okay, Reckless.
Reckless is going to be a 12.
Okay. Proud.
16.
Vengeful.
15.
I think you got it. Generous.
That's a 14.
Trusting.
Trusting. Where's that at? I just saw it. 8.
And arbitrary.
That's a 9.
Oh, that could be your weakness. One sec. Got your not high just, but you know. not low
Rain is
just.
more arbitrary than Collis.
Somehow, the peasant folk have kind of worn on me. I think it's
Disgusting.
just.
That's so nice of that.
Okay. So Trent, what was your total? Do you remember? Of those?
Not in my head, but let me just calculate it very quickly.
We'll let Trent do his calculation, then I'll explain to you both what your options are right here.
Yep. Okay, so it was generous,
Okay.
and was honest one of them?
Nope. Valorous, not valorous, reckless, proud, vengeful, generous, and trusting.
Okay, valorous, reckless, proud, vengeful.
Yep, that's one of them.
Generous and trusting. 88.
Okay, you're good either or. So that leaves just Collis. Collis, you have an option here. You are with the Knights of Service coming about. It's made this big shift in knights, and as a result, it kind of changed the game a little bit for those that are true knights, sort of suggesting that they're a bit more proud, you know, a bit more vengeful, and kind of arbitrary, right? So it's kind of emphasizing those weaknesses. To double down, you have two options. You can double down on True Knight, but to do so, we have to give you 3 extra points in the negative side of your traits, either in arbitrary, trusting. No, arbitrary, vengeful. Oh no, I would say it would be the lowest on your negative trait. So probably arbitrary would have to go to 12. If you did that, if your arbitrary raised to 12, you would be at 85 and you would maintain the True Knight. Your other option is that you don't double down, and this is where Collis walks away from being a True Knight, walks away from the mentality.
Mm-hmm.
Does might make right, Corliss?
Yes,
I
indeed, that is a
I
question.
think Sir Collis believes that, honestly. Because his stats sort of fit the right way, except, there's been like a little bit of a skew.
Yeah.
But other than that, I think for the most part, Sir Collis embodies the True Knight values.
Shall we jump arbitrary to 12 then for you, making you an 85?
I think so.
Right, consider it done and go ahead and mark it on your sheet.
All right.
Dun dun dun.
There we go.
Okay. This music's a little too... There's not enough going on with it. Need some more... Need something more, I think. Let's go with this for now. All right. I'll take a sec to get up. So right now, you are on your way into Lindsey, and at the border, you were met with another host. It's hard to tell in the trees exactly how big this host is. What they're presenting clear, though, is that they have basically the hill into Lindsey. So they have a higher ground they can fight from, which would give them at least terrain advantage, even if they're overwhelmed. It's a bold move to bring your army out of a castle, though. So maybe this isn't the main host. You see the banners of Lindsey flying, and right now, Nanteleod is organizing a group to go on parlay. But I think we're going to cut into Gwydir first because he rode ahead to go speak to Nanteleod right as we were seeing this host, if I recall correctly. All right. So you see Nanteleod, some of his knights around him and some of his officers around him as you make your way up.
Hi, King. Hi, King. Just before we parlay, I had a thought that maybe you would like to share with me. Would not want to speak out of turn, but perhaps you have a moment. Hi, King.
Very well. What did you have in mind?
I was thinking that, it seems to me that Lindsey is not exactly our enemy necessarily. It's more that, well, we have the Saxons working with Malahut up to the north there, and I heard rumor that perhaps they were going to be attacking Lindsey as well. And, well, if the end goal, of course, is that we wish to have Lindsey, well, bending the knee to you, as it were, maybe we could curry favor with them by fighting with them against the Saxons, who ultimately are the enemy here, rather than beating them up while they're weak. Does that make sense, High King? Enemy of my friend is my enemy. Friend, you know, the thing that they say.
Make an orate roll.
I'd love to, but I've just ruined my computer. Wait, okay, no, I fixed it. I full screened everything somehow and it's all broken. Alright. Alright. My orate's good. Yeah.
Is that hide without any bonus? Wow. I knew you were.
Yeah.
I knew you had it. I forgot it was that high though. Okay.
Yeah. I think I got a few lucky checks. It was at 15, and I've got it naturally up to 17. I think it rolls. He loves a chat.
Yeah. He pauses for a minute. He doesn't respond immediately, and he looks back and he says, "The old Duke of Lindsey is stubborn. I've met him more than once. There's no guarantee that he would accept our offer, even if we did offer. I think the appropriate method here is whatever is best for Escavalon and best for this conquest."
Of course, High King. I trust that you'll make the right decision as always, and I'm here to fight whoever you need me to fight.
With that, who is still a household knight? To be one, you need to not have a manor.
Rain.
Cormac?
Yep.
Collis is not Rune, are you? Yeah. And then, Collis, what's your orate?
Not very good. It is a 4.
What is your courtesy?
A 2.
Okay. I think in this case it will be all but Collis along. Gwydir will be brought for his famous orate, given that and the offer. So, Collis, you'll stay with the unit that you're in command over, awaiting orders here for this little scene. So you all are added to the parlay. Is there anything specific you want to do or say before the parlay is underway?
I mean, Gwydir echoes my sentiments. Fight the Saxons alongside Lindsey, and then have out with words to see if they'll join. King Leo de Grance did not necessarily bend the knee, but he is allied with Nanteleod. Who's to say Lindsey won't ally with him, ally with us, if we help them push back Malahut and the Saxons.
Okay. So is there anything actually being said though? I guess that's kind of more what I'm asking.
No, Bruin is just writing.
Yep,
Just
nothing from Rain. He knows
Okay.
what his
keeping an eye on the
instructions
tree
were.
line
from the
and shit,
king.
just in case they get fucking ambushed.
I totally understand. I guess I understand the philosophy. I'm just trying to figure out whether or not anything's actually being spoken. So in that case, we'll move forward. You find yourselves amidst a number of what looks like vassal knights. It is not Corneas that's at the helm. You see someone with a very similar coat of arms, but red and gold. Seems to be at the helm. Not far from him, you see another lord with a coat of arms that will be very familiar to Rain.
Rain would take notice. The one with the Brune.
Look at the jaw on that guy. Can I roll flirt?
Right?
I don't know. That first guy looks prettier.
Prettier, yeah, but I'm not into that.
Okay. So you make your way up with Nanteleod, and you get within kind of range of the parlay. The second knight, this one seems to be glaring forward, kind of searching among the group. Has sort of... if you've ever seen Vengeful Eyes, he has them.
Fun.
You guys should make out about it.
Finally, the one with the red and gold coat of arms speaks. You're trespassing. First in Lambur and Bettigrain, and now in Lonazep and Lindsey. Turn your army back west. This is the land of Duke Corneas.
Duke Corneas is between two enemy nations. The Angles to the south, and Malahut and their Saxon allies to the north. King Nanteleod is not here to simply conquer, but to unite all of Britain against the Saxon threat. Fight us if you will. There is no guarantee your side will come out on top. But if we leave, you will be beset upon.
Make an orate roll before you go any further.
Make a what roll?
Orate or diplomacy. If you don't have those and you don't have those well, you're going beyond probably your character's capability in this.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I roll a passion for honor?
I think the only thing that would apply is homage and Nanteleod at this point.
I mean, he is my direct lord, so I don't have homage to him.
Loyalty, then.
All right.
I think it's back. Friend.
I need to go for a walk. Fuck. Jesus fucking Christ. That's the funniest thing I've seen.
Gotta have an advantage somewhere.
I think the easy answer to this is who the hell is Cormac? You know, I think that's the easy answer to this. to speak in reply of Nanteleod. And I think that's
right.
And then he goes crazy and rides off.
no. Oh God.
Yeah.
Right, that's not even the
Yes.
oh.
Didn't you use your reroll for something
did.
frivolous?
Yeah. Yep. First episode of the year.
You're like patting a dog or something, were you?
No, for choke slamming Justin through a
Yeah,
That's
table.
right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well,
Karma.
but
Well,
my good friend.
let's continue to see where this goes. Cormac, good sir.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah, he did.
Hold on though.
Succeeded.
What's your orate base?
10.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, right.
So even if I take a -5 for being melancholic,
Yeah.
I would still have succeeded.
You wouldn't be melancholic.
Yeah.
No.
One sec.
Oh boy.
Okay, you're loyal. Your loyalty lord will drop by 1. And I think as you continue, I think as you continue, you can tell, even though you're speaking logic, it's like they're not here to hear you. And it's actually Nanteleod that cuts you off and says, Cormac, Sir Cormac, enough. To my side. Silence. And that's like the first time he's ever been strict with you like that. I'm also going to say that you I think you're struggling a little bit with the way in which Finnegan was sort of just kind of like handled. Where are you even at with that? Are you even aware that happened yet?
He told me about it.
You told him last game.
He also
Okay.
told me
Yeah.
that apparently, when he tried to kick Finnegan out of court, apparently they're related. And he just let me raise the kid because he was too lazy to. Or he just let me raise the kid. And that's about all I got for it.
Yeah.
You should kill Nanteleod. He's a bitch.
No boy.
Do you have Knight of Service?
Yep.
Fuck.
Did you use your once a year +5 to turn Loyalty Lord to 21?
Oh!
No, I didn't.
You're supposed to do that proactively, not reactively, though. It's to be done before you fumble a roll.
It's up to you. You can change the rules, Bob. It's your game.
I'm gonna do it, but I think we're gonna keep the Loyalty Lord to 15, and like that still happens, but we're gonna give you an opportunity to retest it here because it is a new mechanic, easy enough to forget.
Okay.
And we've seen Cormac like go off enough, and like
You say good God. I'm not sure if that's true.
yeah, this was not even. Yeah.
So,
If
So
God's got
roll-
anything to do with rules.
retest Loyalty Lord with a +5, so 15 +5. Maybe roll 20 again.
yeah.
The worst thing, if you use that +5, you would have crit.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I honestly
Regardless,
thought I was going to sit there and pass it.
Of course you
Or
did.
if I failed it, I was just going to fail, not 20 on the first roll of the game.
I don't know what gave you that impression, but
Yeah, that happens all the time.
it's not been my experience of your rolls.
It's accurate.
We love you, Bert. Just your dice don't. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll 20 does not.
No. He just wants your character to have the dramatic arc. It's fun.
Yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll remove you. You're sort of not dismissed, but you're held to silence for the rest of the scene, basically, right? Like you're out of. You'd have to shout from the distance, and then the fact you're enacting the Night of Service means that you're using that in all ways, not to throw your sword and shield and ride off, into the woods again. So
he did pass alright at least. He didn't embarrass us necessarily. Maybe I don't know. Maybe
no, I still think he got silenced because it's not his place. I think that's what it came down to. But what he said was fairly accurate and true.
Yeah.
And fairly slightly impactful. Not that it means anything, but now they got something to think about.
I think these are obvious things, though. To be fair, you know what I mean. Like given the situation, it's like, I wonder which invader we should support, if any. Well, maybe we don't support any invaders. That's the easy answer.
How stubborn they are. Yeah.
So the one with the shield speaks up and says, "Neither of you has spent any time among those of Logris. But I think you, King, the only reason you still live is because you managed to avoid Albans. Isn't that correct, Nanteleod?" There's a look of like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen this on Nanteleod. He kind of looks down for a moment. And he says,
Same.
"Yeah, perhaps. It's hard to say." It is true. The turmoil from the Irish and Estragales, we thought Logris could succeed on its own against the North. And succeed they did. But that did not stop the infamous feast. Did not stop King Uther and all his lords from meeting their death. I'm here to reunite Logris. I'm here to reunite Britain. And this guy speaks up and says, "Reunite Logris? By what? Killing its knights? Claiming its lands?" And he spits on the ground. Yeah, I'm like Gwydir. What's you have like an exalted.
Let me roll.
Yeah.
Roll this shit. Okay, that's fine. Let me roll this shit. Oh, okay.
Woo! Now, so we're playing with some new rules here, Gwydir. I need you to make a prudent roll.
Ooh. Well.
Okay.
Oh no.
Nothing happens. In the future, when you go to test something, if you're famous in it, you'll always test the high number.
Yep.
If and only if you fail at that, will you test the other number. When you go to test any other test where there isn't a famous one on either side, you get to choose. But if you succeed at that one, then that's a success. It's just over at that point. You don't test the other one. So it's like you get to choose. So if you're doing Chase versus Lustful, you can choose which one if you're not famous in either. But if you succeed at whatever one you test, you get a tick in it, and that's the one that sticks.
There
So,
you go with.
yeah.
That makes sense. I think in this case, it's probably he's just seen Nanteleod snap for the first time a little bit at Cormac. Not snap, but be sharp. Plus, he's also seen this sort of shame on his face. Like there's something more happening here, and I think he's just just capable in this moment of holding back to be like, okay, something important is happening here, and it's clearly not my job. But I think instinctively he puts his hand on the hilt of his sword when he spits, and then he kind of looks to Nanteleod like, I'll fucking kill this guy if you want me to. I'm all in. But he doesn't say anything.
Nanteleod I think a few people look like they're ready to throw down for Nanteleod, and then there's others that look ready to counter that. But the king looks around and says, "We're all Kimri. And if we don't unite, we will be pushed to the very edges of this isle by the invaders, the true invaders, not the borders that the Romans set before us. The Saxons must be dealt with, and we must find our peace, an uneasy peace." He looks to Sir Rain. Rain, I want you to make an intrigue test.
Oh, fun. Nope.
No idea, but he looks at you. I won't say no idea. What I will say is he looks at you, and I will give you no further hint as to what that means.
Okay. He just kind of returns the glance and then looks back to the one that was spitting at Nanteleod.
Okay. No action. Just want to verify.
Yeah, no, I mean, if he's not aware of anything, so, I mean...
It's up to you. What I'm saying is I won't give you any sort of hint about what that means. It's your own interpretation.
No, that's what I mean. It's like, Rain's just like, yeah, he's not sure, because
Okay.
it's kind of a tense situation at this point, and he doesn't want to overstep, especially after seeing what happened to Cormac.
Yeah. And to be fair, that was mostly us justifying a bad roll than me not wanting players to talk. But makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, Rain's not the most talkative sort anyways, so, yeah.
The one with the red coat of arms says, "We are prepared to stand our ground on this hill, and we will waylay you. We will make this costly for you, and we'll fight to the last man if need be." Nanteleod looks to them and he says, "King Herod is no friend of ours. The North is no friend to us. They are what brought peril to Albans for you. And I understand this. We may look the part of invaders, but I assure you, when I am done this conquest, when we have defeated the Saxons, the king who sits on Logris' throne will be a rightful king of Logris. Through blood and through virtue. The other, the one with the red and gold speaks back and says, "We will not be conquered. If it is conquest you speak of, then you must fight me here and now. We will repel you. Lindsey will hold. Give me some battle rolls, folks.
Just flat, no impassions, right?
Yeah.
What?
Well,
What are you doing?
The world has been realigned, folks. Everything is what it once was.
But
Oh my god.
Someone please screen cap the success, fumble.
So good. I gotta screenshot that too. Hold on.
oh jeez.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, honestly, out of all the roles you could fumble, Bert, that's one to do it.
Save
you know.
one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Before we actually get into a fight.
I think what this might mean is you're just a bit distracted with your internal thought processes of getting scolded.
I'm pouting.
Yep, indeed.
I'm pouting like a big baby.
Unlike your
sad.
relationship with God, at least you have someone who can like debate back with you, right? Like versus your, like maybe that's a comfort actually.
Jesus Christ. This is like people talk about bad luck, you know. Say, oh, my dice are terrible. Usually, it's just because they want to crit. Like this is without a doubt the worst rolling I've seen in my life from a single person over a long time as well.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I will say this: the one thing that's wonky about this system is if you're pretty tweaky with your stats and you only roll the things you're really good at on a regular with a +5 on things, you might roll just as many 20s but get them on the roll with the +5 and get a crit rather than a failure, right? So I think it's just,
I know what.
yeah.
Okay, I don't need to be told.
I'm just saying Cormac, I think
Yes.
Bert rolls them always when he's got like a 16 or a 17 in something. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Never for good.
No.
Okay, so let's address that battle. So everyone rolled battle. For those that succeed, you realize Lindsey has a history of holding. Like it's only fallen once, and that was like an early spring attack from Malahut allying with North Saxons, which had never been done till that point, right?
Right
And Saxons,
before the Battle of
Albans,
right?
Yep, exactly.
So, they're due. Yeah.
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 And they've had time to repair. So kind of like hearing that they'll hold, it is intimidating as the invading army. This isn't Bedegrain or Lambor, you know what I mean? This is likely to hold, be a costly war.
Yeah.
Some
They got a
hard-
track record.
Yeah.
I think Gwydir is still going to be quiet. I think he sort of he thinks that there is, he's told the king his piece and he believes in him enough. I think because I passed but didn't crit Loyalty Lord before, I think he's like, Nanteleod's got this. I don't need to step in and say some shit. He's got this.
Yep. Rain is just watching the other one from the Brune house.
Okay. Nanteleod interprets the words that were spoken a certain way, and he rides forward, uncharacteristically. Rides forward a few paces, and he says, "Then let you and I settle it."
Holy shit! That's unexpected.
Yep.
The knight comes down the hill, and the two sit at a good distance for a charge. They salute one another,
Fuck.
and they charge.
No! Is
Here
this
we
how
go.
Nanteleod
Dear, this was your moment.
I
You could have
failed. Right.
offered to take up this challenge for the king.
I already determined that he was.
You're like, no.
If this is how he dies, I'm gonna be so upset.
Is he using the Brune family sword?
Ah, the black. Is he using the decapitation sword?
That'd
No.
be really cool.
No, he's not.
Aww.
In fact, he doesn't wear it on him.
Yeah.
From an intrigue purpose, that's why he was looking to reign. Because its rightful heir is sitting right across
Yeah.
the distance.
No idea.
Yeah. Okay. Now Nanteleod's doing this for his vassals. He doesn't. If he can end this battle here without it being costly, that's a good thing. So I want you amongst one another to decide who is going to roll loyalty vassals for Nanteleod here.
I want to vote Cormac.
I don't want that on me. I don't want that on me.
I think it's got to be Cormac. It's the only way.
Yep, redeem
Yourself.
Yep.
Yeah,
Redeem
man.
yourself. Prove that you are the man that you say that you are.
You ready for this, Bert?
So he's about to have a coronary.
If you kill,
He's got a 20 at least.
if you kill this motherfucker,
Yeah.
All right. Here's his D20 roll.
All right.
that's either great or terrible.
Crit.
Crit.
Yes.
Motherfucker.
Redemption.
Yes. Woo!
He was at a 17 in loyalty vassals at the start of the campaign, and he went up 1 point.
I always believed in you, Bert.
Okay.
I love it. Love it. Motherfucker. Get him!
Okay,
Uh-oh.
when you're ready, Bert, or you can pass the next roll off to someone your choice. Someone on your side is going to make a lance test versus. Well, just roll a d20 and then we'll add the amount to it. But the
Nah, let's leave Bert. Nobody wants to steal his thunder now. He's
you
got this.
cannot fumble this roll.
I'm gonna pass this on to Wergar because he's not even here.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's true. That's
Wergar, you're rolling a d20 and you're adding a 9 to it.
true. Nice.
Nine.
Plus 9.
Yeah, baby.
Okay.
It's a crit.
And it's not a
What a
crit.
fucking idiot. What a nerd. This guy.
All right, so Nanteleod will pull back a bit on this. So, but he's gonna still include the crit damage. So, roll me 7d6, Collis, rather than 9d6.
You said a 76?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Good.
The knight stays up. He looks clearly wounded from the strike. Nanteleod rode hard. I don't think anyone's seen him lance. He's actually a skilled lancer, like base 19 lance.
Yeah.
He's impressive.
Excellent.
His horsemanship's 20. He rides amazing. You guys are like, it's like watching Mr. Miyagi all of a sudden. Like, wait, this old man can do stuff? Like, it's very
Hold on,
impressive.
he's not an old man.
He's
Unlike some of the other people who are vying for king, Nanteleod's not old.
He's getting up there now. I mean, we haven't updated his picture in about 10 years, but
Yeah.
he is 51 right now.
Oh wow.
Okay, he's actually.
He was 45 at the beginning of the campaign, though. Or maybe even less. What was it 503 minus 495? 496 is when we started. So 7 years. 51 minus.
Oh yeah. Okay,
44.
That makes sense.
Yeah. He isn't really 40s guy. Time flies in this game.
Gwydir is making an awful lot of noise in the crowd.
Yeah.
All Cormac knows of the lance he has learned from watching King Nanteleod.
Incorrect. You've never seen him, Lance.
Incorrect.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. He's got
Um,
secret skills.
He hasn't used them since he was a young knight. That's the thing. Or he doesn't practice publicly. He does this on
Yeah.
purpose.
He's got the old Ned Stark style.
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit more of that style. His proud is 7, right? So
Yeah.
So with that, when you're ready, Wergar, you're going to be rolling it again and adding a 9 to it.
Or
20
passing
plus.
off the die.
Oh yeah, you could do that.
Oh,
He's
Yeah,
doing
I
it for
think
his
I'll-
vessels.
I will pass this off to Sir Gwydir because I think at this time it's like the perspective of Sir Collis, and he's like, that looked really rough, and then the like loud hit actually scared off like birds in the surrounding forest, and then all of a sudden Sir Collis's like mind is like transfixed on those birds for some reason, and then perspective goes to Sir Gwydir.
Rad.
All right, good dear.
D20 plus what? Or
Plus
D20
9.
Plus 9 still?
Yep.
Ah, come on.
Still better than his
Win.
opponent.
Yeah,
So at this point, given he didn't crit, he will not pull his strike. So he'll be rolling 6d6 for damage.
He's a strong boy.
No, he's got horse
Better than the
damage.
force.
He's charging.
Oh,
He's
that's
on the
still
charger.
lancing.
hmm
That's almost the same as the crit.
Yep.
That's pretty solid. Ooh,
Opponent stays up. Impressive for some
Yeah,
Away.
guy.
some random guy.
Hmm. On that note, while you guys are watching, heraldry test for anyone who's just chilling around.
Okay.
Heraldry. My heraldry's still a 1.
Oh!
Hey! Call back! What the fuck, man? Crits, fumbles, that's all you have.
2 botches and 2 crits.
I think there's this moment where like Rune and Cormac are not far from each other, and Cormac says, like to Rune, he's like, "I bet that's one of Corneus's nephews, given the similarity in heraldry." And Rune's like, "Actually, you're probably right." Like it's sort of like, yeah, it probably is someone given their position in the field. I think. Then the both of you are like, does Corneus even have a son? So like, who would be heir?
Corneus had a couple of nephews and a niece. His niece got rescued by some knight at some point before
Yeah.
Lindsey got overrun.
More than one night, and but yes, indeed. Let's keep on testing. The knight stays up. He is wounded. You're starting to see color. His mail's coloring red a bit. He's favoring his side.
Alright, let's go. I'm gonna roll a D2. A 1 is going to Dog Knight. Dog Knight,
Knight.
you're up.
Alrighty.
2 was you,
It's
yeah.
not the dog knight, it's the wolf knight.
Yeah, he's in between. He's a dingo knight right now.
1d20 plus 9.
The dingo knight.
Yeah.
He ate your baby.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Terrible. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Okay.
I don't like this whole 20% chance to crit.
66 though.
66.
Take it.
It's almost like Nanteleod isn't really putting a lot of effort into
Yeah.
this. Yep. He's just slowly working him down. So,
Some could take offense to that.
yeah. He's not showboating, but he is. He, it's been very decisive. He strikes him again, almost in the same, general area of his shield arm. So it's just like the guy's starting to lower his shield. He can't help but not be able to raise it properly.
Right. Yeah, and then just pass it off to Rune.
Yappa!
Get him.
Get him.
Take us home. Take us home, Yappa.
Yeah, he's the one that likes to slowly kill people, so
That's true.
kind of fitting.
He's gonna turn
what
Nanteleod
you're
into a murderer.
talking about.
I
These
find it.
These rolls with the +9 not hitting 20 is pretty wild.
Yeah, that is wild. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
You
Yeah.
killed him.
Yeah.
You
I
killed him.
killed him. I killed Nanteleod.
I think he too.
Yeah. Showing the respect of not going full power.
Yeah, I think he doesn't want to kill a king on the battlefield. Like, as much as he does, the
Yeah.
outcome of it, right? And even the showing here. I think he's been impressed. Maybe he should have tried.
Maybe you should have
probably
tried.
Yeah.
Yeah. Clang.
Let's make sure he tries. Oh wow.
Yeah, no,
That's
he just rolled really bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was 3d6. That's still not, wait, hold on. Yeah, so that
Yeah.
was
3, 4, 5. That was 7. Same as what Nanteleod rolled. He just rolled badly.
Yeah.
okay.
Rattles off the helmet.
Yeah, Nanteleod gets hit this time. It's a respectable hit. All right, who's that leave? Is that everybody?
That's
That one?
everybody.
That's everybody.
All right.
You can do it. Take us home.
Okay.
Come on, bud.
I just do it.
Hey, stop that.
It's only fun when it's going one way.
Okay.
Nice.
And then that will be 5d6 again, right? Or no, 7d6. What we were doing.
Yeah.
Oh boy,
Oh.
that one's gonna hurt him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He manages to stay up in the sense of 28, 14 size.
That's double.
Oh yeah, double.
Yeah, he's off his horse.
He's got to be running out of health as well at this point.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
he is now unconscious on the ground.
Hey. 3 cheers for the High King of Britain!
Yeah, Serene can't even restrain himself at that point. That was too good of a display.
How do you?
I was just like, what the hell is going on over there?
Those birds.
No, I think everyone was permitted to watch this one, given it was the king. It's really kind of a bit of a reckless move, which isn't normally his thing, right? But it's also calculated. How do you all feel about it? I think we need to know whether you feel like this was something worth, like, what was this the kind of move that inspired you, or is this reckless or foolhardy or showboaty? Maybe we'll start with Rune. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, look at my stats.
Definitely Rune thinks that it was a very reckless move.
Okay.
But I mean, he did it, so Can't fault him.
Tick prudent.
Can I test prudent versus reckless? 'Cause mine is about equal.
You can, but I didn't necessarily ask if you thought it was prudent or reckless. I asked how you felt
Oh.
about it, just to clarify. Yeah. No, you can test it, but we'll go to Collis next,
Mhm.
and then we'll go across the screen.
Thanks for Collis is in the ring, just like, look at him. He's not just good on the battlefield, but also in a duel. That's a king I can get behind.
Yeah. Give me a. You can tick. Hold on. We'll hold on in that. Rain. How do you feel about it?
Yeah, this is why I gotta test it because
You test one. You pick which one you want to
Okay.
test, unless
I'm
you're
gonna-
famous in either. If you're famous in
I'm not.
one-
It's
okay.
an even split almost. So
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so okay. While Sir Rain can appreciate how valorous and honorable the exchange was, and how skillful the exchange was, he finds that it was reckless in the bigger scheme of things.
Okay.
But he's loyal to his lord, so
You can tick prudent.
okay.
Cormac.
Cormac's currently conflicted between what happened, what's going on with Finnegan, being dressed down,
Yep.
but also watching this display. He is conflicted. He doesn't know what to feel. Part of him is angry, part of him is ashamed, but part of him is I think that's the best way to put it. He is conflicted. Because this is the king. This is his ideal version of a king.
What's your just versus arbitrary?
Just versus arbitrary? Alright.
Okay. No, I was asking what your scores was. Not to we don't test like that anymore. Yeah.
Like, that's why he's conflicted.
I'm gonna give you a tick on arbitrary.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that just all it means is that you're not sure how to feel, you're not sure how to act, you're not sure what's right, you're not sure that was right, and so in not deciding in a way, you're deciding, right?
Okay.
You still to decide.
Trent, how's
Hello.
good do you
I
feel?
Yeah, I think he's the same as Corliss. I think maybe he's probably next to Corliss because I think they're probably pretty similar in terms of. I think of all the people here, he probably feels most kindred in terms of how they experience battles and fighting and stuff with Corliss. So I think he would have found a way to stand next to him so they could be like, broing out together, like watching sports. And I think he's probably like brought his horse right over and he's just giving Corliss a big hug. And I think he feels the same. He's maybe like proud, but not of him. Well, yeah, I guess it's proud. He's proud to be following that king. He's proud of what the king did, even though it was reckless. He's like, well, obviously it was reckless. Reckless is fucking awesome. He thinks it's brave as shit, and he's like, just proven his valor and his might. He's not just a king of the throne. He's a king of the battlefield. He's a king of the sword or lance. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah. If anything, this has just made him more. Like, he's super impressed by this guy. He didn't know he could be more impressed by this guy. He's already exalted, and he's like, this is fucking awesome. This guy rules so much.
Yeah, you can take a tick in that if you don't have it.
Yeah, proud or loyalty? Either one. I've got loyalty already.
You have loyalty, tick proud.
Yeah, cool.
And then Collis, you can tick loyalty lord if you don't have it, or if you already have it ticked, you can tick proud instead. I know it sounds like a negative, but it's actually not for pagans, and for I think True Knight uses proud as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. One sec.
First blood goes to us.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Hopefully this means we don't have to go into battle
Oh, I'm sure we do.
with Lindsey.
Oh no, I think we do.
I don't know. That was pretty bad. That might work.
Nanteleod's squire will, drop off his horse, and actually his fleet of squires drop off their horses and go to help. He's got a pit crew of squires that all run over and start to treat and hold that other knight hostage.
Yeah. Captured.
Leverage.
Yeah. He says, I have your commander hostage. I have your general hostage. We do not wish to fight you, but we will be crossing through Lindsey. I ask all of you, join us. Join us against Melahut. When we drive back the north, then the Duke and I might discuss a favorable future for both Lindsey and Escavalon. I have proven such. In the west, Lambor remains independent because it willed to be independent. And so it remains an ally of mine, not a subject. Lindsey might find the same fate. And if no agreement can be found, we will return west for the year. I think then the army just kind of, more cinematically, this is, modern makes sense kind of way, but I think they begin to part, leaving you all to be able to ride forward. Doesn't look the part of an ambush, but one who's highly suspicious might suppose so.
What do you consider highly suspicious?
16.
Okay, then no. I'm okay.
You can still have your suspicions.
Oh no, I was just curious what your range was there.
It's more like they're parting in awe of what just happened. I don't think there's a lot of cases in this era of, this sort of thing, like a battle like this being decided between two leaders, right?
Oh, good. He's basically Achilles, really.
Not as good as Achilles, but yeah, he did some work here.
Take that back. Hold your tongue, peasant.
I mean, if Bert rolled a 19, it could have been a very different fight.
Yes, true. Yeah,
All
that
right.
could have gone real south. Old mate rolling on a 23.
Yeah. Could have went either way.
Okay. And is anyone objecting? I think you know what? I think Nanteleod's going to order Colos's unit to ride forward, through command. Colos, how do you feel about riding through the thick of what was about to be a battle, now standing aside as you ride through?
I think Sir Colos is gonna breathe almost like a sigh of relief, even though Sir Colos is good at battle and good at fighting. It's still, the time before the battle almost leaves you breathless, and to the point where you're like, oh wait, I have to breathe now and then remember what I'm to do. And then just for all that to go away, I think Sir Colos is kind of exalted at this point and shouts for all his men to get moving as he's at the forefront now.
Okay. And no fear of riding through this The enemy standing down.
No, Cercalis says heads held high.
Okay.
Am
Alright.
I an Ashiel leader under Corliss or somewhere else?
No, you
Or not an Ashiel?
are a Conroy leader.
Somewhere, not here though. That's fine.
Yeah, not with Collis. We've already established that. We'll figure out who, and where you're reporting.
Oh, it's Dirk.
What?
It was Dirk before, right?
Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah, but that might not be the case now. So Collis, give me a battle roll just for how well your unit does, kind of moving through. Do they raise their head high? Do they follow your position of leadership? Yes, they do.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right. And then, who else are in positions of command? Sounds like Quidir as a Conroy. What about Rune? He was kind of limited in the last one. What's Rune's battle score?
It's 12 right now.
And you're a household knight still, right? We haven't established. We haven't moved you up?
Yep.
Okay, so Quidir, give me a battle roll.
Nice.
Okay. Whoever is at the helm of your Conroy, or the helm of your unit, will ride forward, and then your Conroy follows through, and then the rest. And as the king goes to march forward, the sort of separated units of Lindsey will almost like form up and ride with you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
We are going to take a 2-minute, 3-minute break, and then we'll be back with the conclusion to this. Stay tuned. We'll be entering the Battle of Lindsey. Battle of Lincoln.
So you're new to New York. Well, let me give you a bit of wisdom, young one, since you're clearly in need of it. The nights here are long, and the shadows even longer. I've walked these streets since before your sire was even a thought. The city's ripe with opportunity. But don't be fooled. It's a tangled web of politics, alliances, and old feuds. The Camarilla seeks to hold the reins, but not all will play their part as they should. Keep your wits about you. Speak little, and listen more. Survival. That's the first rule in these nights. The rest, you'll learn the hard way.
Welcome back. We were just discussing behind the scenes the similarities between King Nanteleod of Escavalon and Leroy Jenkins. So, yeah.
So good.
Okay, so on to Lindsey we ride, folks. Let me just pull the banner here, and we will begin the battle. One sec.
Hell yeah.
Hell,
We're going to
yeah.
outnumber the shit out of them now because they were expecting to fight just Lindsey, and we've brought like fucking 7,000 dudes.
I wouldn't go as far as you gotta. You know what? We'll keep that in character because yeah, we'll play this out in character here. Okay.
That was the closest that Bob has ever gotten to a psych.
And-
Yes. 20,000 Saxons come from the north.
Meanwhile, Rain is sitting there trying to count them all.
Yeah.
Fortunately, what we don't know is that King Corneus already bent the knee to the Saxons up north, and now he's a
Oh, yeah.
glorified Saxon.
Oh, jeez.
I highly, highly doubt that. He's pretty famously anti-Saxon.
Yes.
So King Harut until he did it.
Was he? Was Harut anti-Saxon? I mean, obviously he fought against them in the early days, but was he?
Yeah, let's not speculate about other games. It's all good. Let's dive in instead.
Do it.
All right. So when you reach Lincoln, you see that Lincoln is in fact under siege by an invading army. And I think... I don't think any of you have any history of battle outside of this campaign, right? All of you became knighted as part of this campaign.
Correct.
You've never faced Saxons before. And I think seeing this great northern army full of cavalrymen and then full of what looks like a sea of foot soldiers. Picture Helm's Deep with the Uruk-hai. Like, it's just this massive wave of foot soldiers at the base of this. And the stories you hear about the height and size of the Saxons, it's intimidating, I think, for the first time. I'm going to get all of you to give me a test on Valor to begin.
Oh, okay.
Are we checking it or not?
You know what? I want to roll something else that I got here.
Don't check it because there'll be opportunities. Oh, yeah, good call.
I don't think I have anything like that. Direct trade.
Oh, yeah, I've got a hate Saxons. I'll use it.
I do have a hate Saxons for sure.
No. It's good. You can use it in battle or something. We'll just
Actually, I got two of them. I got hate Saxons and non-Baroque Saxons. I don't know why they're both on there.
You hate all of them.
I hate all of them. So,
Saxons are Saxons.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Is the non-barrack Saxons higher than the other one?
I don't think so.
That'd be good because you're like, I hate all Saxons, but if you're not from barrack, you especially suck. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
actually, the non-Baroque Saxons are only 11. Hate Saxons is 14. So
Makes sense.
You just hate them generally. For some reason, you hate them less than the barrack Saxons.
that's all right. I hate Vortigern at 16. He's been dead for a while, so
Yeah. You can
still hate him.
Me too, actually.
I don't have hate Vortigern, but I have hate Saxons at 16.
Ooh, famous. They did kill my dad and my granddad.
Drax, you shouldn't have both. So take the higher, drop the other one off your sheet.
Okay,
Doesn't make
so
any sense.
non-Baroque is empty then.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's like saying, like, the barrack Saxons are the only ones that, like, actually allied with the Kimmery. Why would you hate them less than... Why would you hate the
I
other
don't know.
Saxons less than them? Makes no sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if we were going to do that, we might as well put that as I hate barrack Saxons versus I hate Saxons. Like, you know,
Yeah.
like, I especially hate the ones at barrack. Anyways, that's an aside. All right. We are going to do the new battle system that I've been working on today, folks. So let's determine where people are positioned. Gwydir.
Yeah.
King
in the front.
Nanteleod is going to give you the right to lead the first charge.
Fuck yeah. The privilege, you mean?
Indeed. Yeah. You will be the first person behind enemy lines.
And swarmed by fucking battle axes.
Yeah.
And dead.
Uh,
And even have
So-
horses. That'll be fine.
Question.
before you go, hold on. Just gonna keep going through like people according to units, and I'll get back to you in a sec. I just want to check with Collis here. Wergar, you have a actual full, support under you. What you are famously prudent, yes?
I think I'm famously proud. Yep, famously proud.
Famously proud. Nanteleod will assign you on the other side of the army, which will put you face first with the Saxons. Let me draw this out. No, we're not going to bother. We'll do it this way. So you guys aren't in a perfect alignment. They're turning to face you. You're crashing into their side, right? It's a huge advantage because they're already sieging the castle.
Yeah.
What this does mean, though, is that it's really your army versus their army, not, Lindsey gets to stay in its keep, save for the allies that have joined you from the previous engagement. I think the way you're crashing in, if I think about this, you won't really be aligned with them. I think you're all crashing into Saxons, right?
Hell yeah.
So we're going to assume to do first charge, you have to do valorous or reckless, and you have to be heavily engaged. Makes sense, Gwydir?
Yeah, I'm famous in both, so.
Yeah.
Do you want me to roll both, or
Not yet. Not yet. Nope. We're not there yet. We're still establishing where people are. Collis will be leading a unit. Where is Rune is a household knight? You'll be given position if you wish to support Collis's unit directly, rather than sitting back with Nanteleod's command. Nanteleod will be back to his prudent self in this fight, rather than crashing in directly.
Rune will ride with his cousin.
Right. What about Rain?
Rain is famously valorous and sat on the sidelines for most of the Lambor campaign, so he's kind of itching to be with Gwydir.
Okay. Up into the first charge then?
Yep, he's got to.
Okay, and Cormac.
Unless specifically told to stay back with Nanteleod,
Nope.
he would like to support his cousin.
Okay. I will warn you three that you're in the the most
fucked.
dangerous of the sections. Okay.
Yep.
Collis and Rune, you'll be engaged. Right. That's your starting position. Then we can figure it out from there. Your engagement is engaged. Rain, Cormac, and Gwydir, your engagement is heavily engaged because of the first charge. So next thing we do is we do an opposing battle roll. So 1 second. Hold on 1 second.
Should we passion if we're passionate? Sorry.
No, you're not going to be rolling yourself yet. This is General's army. Yeah, don't.
I'll just shut up and you tell me to do something.
Yeah. It's all good. I just had to look up. I think they have Hera in here. Let's see.
Excited.
I get it. Sorry, I am waylaying a little bit.
No, you're good. It's good attention.
Okay. Ooh, okay. that's interesting. This is going to be... Who wants to roll for Nanteleod's battle for the general roll? That's what we're doing first. We're rolling for the
I'll
general.
do it.
Okay.
Cormac, do it.
You're rolling... Hold on,
Daddy.
before you do. You're rolling versus a battle of 22. So a D20 plus 2.
All right, here we go.
Ooh.
It's a pass.
Yep.
It is.
Roll a 1, Bob. Roll a 1.
Roll up.
Higher. Okay. All this is going to mean is that despite your advantage, I think your advantage is going to be canceled out by the sheer sea of them. So we're going to go with a stalemate to begin with. That just tells us how dangerous it is for the folks that are participating. The way this works is you're all going to have individual opportunities here that pop up. Where we determine what exactly you're doing on the battlefield independently of one another. And when you're in positions of command, you're not only determining how you're doing, you're determining how your unit's doing as well. So it doesn't get super... It doesn't turn into a miniature game. It's actually meant to be a bit more cinematic, and we will address that right now. So after the general's roll, we've determined that the battle is currently at a stalemate. I have to set the intensity, which I think is going to start more mild. Okay, intensity is low. That tells me something, and I'll tell you what that means in a bit. So intensity 11. Don't forget that, guys. That might be important. Okay, player knight's choosing engagement level. You kind of did through your role play. You've determined what level you're engaged. Now we're going to get to roll on battle table to determine circumstances. So this is where your guys' individual stuff comes in. And we're going to start, of course, with the first charge. Gwydir, reckless or valorous?
Oh, reckless.
Okay. That means you're engaged. If you end up in there, you end up for 3 rounds against an opponent, right? So
54. I don't give a shit.
Yes, because when he starts rolling the 520s,
Yeah.
he's gonna crit all 5 times.
Yeah.
okay.
It's gonna turn south at some point.
Please test your battle roll.
All right. Just straight battle. Are we doing passions yet?
You may impassion if you wish.
Would that count for the round in terms of fighting?
Counts
as
for the
well?
whole battle. Yes, it will count for the round of the battle.
Whole bit. Well, given that I've been given this position of honor, do you mind if I test? Sorry, not loyalty lord. I want to roll loyalty lord.
Yep.
Great. Do it. Pass. And then battle with some bonus. 11.
Okay, an 11. Let's address this first and foremost. Heavily engaged. 11. Okay. Let me just pull this up. Gwydir, we'll go back and deal with these each. You have a heroic opportunity coming up.
Nice.
Yay! Give me a king.
Okay. We go on to the next person. Let's say Rain. And then Cormac.
It's a battle roll.
Yes.
I will try to impassion with Loyalty Lord as well.
Okay.
And I crit, naturally.
Damn.
Makes
What's that
it
do
makes
for
sense.
me?
Goes up to 16.
Oh, cool.
And you get a plus, only a plus 5 though.
yeah,
When it's
okay.
15 of, yep.
And then battle roll. Okay.
Yeah. Battle roll plus 5, sir.
Does that tick that too, or?
Yes, it goes up one and it ticks. Yeah.
Nice. That
Okay.
would have been
Good.
beautiful. Take it.
Okay. 15, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You will have an encounter. address that in a second. Cormac.
I'm out here because Gwydir's out here. Less for the Lord, more for my family.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
my
I would
stance
like
would have
to
been Valorous.
passion
by the
love
way.
family.
Valorous, gotcha. Perfect.
And I'm valorous for that.
Passes.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your battle roll, sir.
Nice.
Pass. That's what you need. You also will have an
Job, please.
encounter. Encounter for you as well.
Yay.
Okay. Now we'll go to our two engaged, Collis and Rune. Start with Collis. What do you want to do here, sir?
I do Valorous. And,
I should specify, I said this wrong. You only have to tell me your engagement level later, so forget I said that. It's only when you have encounters that you'll have an engagement level. So,
I think seeing the swords, well, most of the swords pass into the first wave, I think he'll try to impassion himself with love swords and Nanteleod to try
Okay.
and get his men effectively into the battle.
awesome. Let's see it.
Alright.
Okay.
Battle.
Hey, that's good. Well done, sir. You will have a heroic opportunity from engaged, which is pretty big. On top of that, you get your glory for battle for the crit. And then that leads us to Rune.
Much like Cormac says, he's joined up with Collis, so I will try to roll and impassion myself with love family. Okay. Kinda needed that. But okay.
All right. I'm just quickly launching something here. Where is it? Need that. Okay. So we're gonna. What was your roll? Hold on. And some technical difficulties. There we go. Battle 10. Well, that was really good for you too. You're gonna have a heroic opportunity as well. Let me dole out some glories before I forget, because we rolled all these at the same time. We don't normally do that. Trent, you rolled an 11 on heavily engaged, yes?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, wait, hold on. Trent, 11, heavily engaged. Rune, Drex, 15, heavily engaged. Cormac, 15, heavily engaged, right?
Yeah.
Collis, 20, engaged. And Cerdic.
And engaged.
Yeah, I'm going between character names and and player names. That's okay. Then where is it? 10 engaged. Okay. I just need that for references, so I'll keep that there. So we will address the encounters first, because I think they're just easier. So we're going to start with Drax and Cormac. So we'll go with Drax for...
Bianca?
No.
Okay.
No, Drax,
Okay.
you two had the encounters. Everyone else had... So Drax, you You have two potential opponents. You have Eared Wolf here. And this is who you're going against by default.
Okay.
Or you have Caedwalla. Now, Caedwalla, you could turn to face Caedwalla, should you wish. In doing so, though, you have to make a battle roll successfully to face Caedwalla. The only reason you can do that is because the intensity failed. So you're permitted to sort of navigate the battle through your own skill set and face an opponent. If you like your odds better against the other Saxon.
I'll go with the first one because he's the bigger one. He's about the same size as Rain.
Sounds good.
Yeah, bigger they are, harder they fall. You know, supposedly.
Flawless logic.
Yeah. And you know,
Okay.
first time fighting the giant Saxons and everything, so you know.
So you're going to go with the first one? Is that correct?
Yeah. Arid Wolf. Yeah.
Eared Wolf. Okay. We're not going to worry about the morale for this battle because it's going to be a fairly short one.
Okay.
I think we just don't have time for like a super drawn out battle, but it makes sense given the way you guys are attacking them. This is draw to some sort of conclusion shortly.
Right.
We're gonna go ahead and when you're ready, you can face off against this opponent. Let me just see. I apparently forgot something in the write-up. Let me just fix that real quick.
All right.
Oh man, my computer is just lagging here.
You've got too many tabs open.
Yeah, I got all my Pendragon books open. That's normal. That might have
The
worked.
folks I work with, they keep all their tabs open and then complain about computer speed.
Yeah, I don't do that except for when I have to. Come on. Okay. There we go. Easy enough. When you're ready, good sir, I'm just going to use a base of 14 for the weapon.
Okay.
And did we verify what weapon? Why does it not have the weapon? That's too bad.
It doesn't. Yeah, it didn't specify. Yeah.
Okay, 1 sec. We're going to figure that out right now. I'm going to fix it because you guys are all fighting Saxons. So going on one more quick break. We'll be back in
So you're new to New York? Well, let me give you a bit of wisdom, young one, since you're clearly in need of it. The nights here are long, and the shadows even longer. I've walked these streets since before your sire was even a thought. The city's ripe with opportunity. But don't be fooled. It's a tangled web of politics, alliances, and old feuds. The Camarilla seeks to hold the reins, but not all will play their part as they should. Keep your wits about you. Speak little, and listen more. Survival. That's the first rule in these nights. The rest, you'll learn the hard way.
Might as well.
Yeah.
Gonna have advertisements. Okay, we're back. All right, so we're only gonna use Sigbrigt's stuff for weapon. He has a great spear at 17.
Okay.
Would you like to change your opponent? Does that make you change your mind? Well, I guess I should see what the other guy has for a weapon as well.
I mean, that's fair. It could be an option.
Battle axe 14.
No,
That changes your
absolutely
mind.
then.
Yeah. Okay. You have to test battle successfully in order to change your opponent.
All right. I'm good.
All right. You are now facing Kedwalla with a great
With a battle axe.
Battle axe, yeah.
Is that one-handed?
No.
Battle axe.
That's all right.
It should say great axe because there's a very specific thing. So it is a great axe, just to specify.
All good.
Yeah. It might have been my typo in that one.
Okay.
That's right. All good.
Actually, I think it was a typo in the book. But considering you can't roll a great axe on the 1d6, I think it's probably yeah.
All right, so it's just a sword roll against them.
Yes.
First charge should be Lance.
Well, could be. Yeah.
Yeah, it's your choice. You don't have. Oh, wait, your first charge. You have to.
Yeah.
You have
That's
to
fine.
lance in. Yep.
Yeah, that's fine. My spear skill is good.
Yeah.
Let me just change my roll here. Okay. And I still get my bonus.
He also is not mounted.
So I get an extra 5 from that too.
Yep.
Okay.
+5 charge. +5 unmounted.
So I'm at a plus 15 then.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
probably
but-
gonna go really bad for him.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. 20.
Nice.
Okay.
90s. The power of horses.
Yeah. Horse damage.
You crash in. You can roll your damage.
All right, and all my damage is increased by 3 as well,
Okay.
3.
or 2 or whatever it is. 3, yeah, 3. Yep, for religious. That's no crit damage there, so.
Didn't you crit spear expertise?
Oh yeah, I did. I just meant no, as I didn't roll it in that. That's just the base horse damage.
Yeah. So roll your crit too.
Yeah, that's what 4.
4d6. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, terrible. So 30 damage total for armor.
He's certainly on his ass. I think we're gonna count him as removed for the what represents this.
He's only got 5 armor.
Yeah. So just looking at it here. Yeah, because he has a great axe, so he doesn't have his shield.
Yep.
Hit points are 30, so he's probably damn near unconscious. Yeah, he is unconscious. So that will generate you glory. Let me see where the glory is listed here. Glory award, okay. 15.
Cool.
Cool.
15.
15 glory, and then we're gonna resolve something for you, Drax. You rolled a
Alrighty.
15, correct?
Yep.
Okay. So you get 15 additional glory for your. Oh, hold on, 1 sec. Let me get to the right space. You get 15 glory for the battle round,
Okay.
on top of the 15 that I already mentioned from downing your opponent, and then you take what we call what was the word I used for the damage? And a word for it. Collateral damage.
Okay.
So this is general damage that you risk taking with your armor and shield automatically applied. This is like for the round of battle. What else happened aside from this one
Right.
scene?
Yeah, random. Yeah. Okay.
Nothing. You managed to stay
I'm good.
scot-free
Yeah.
so far for the charge.
Sweet.
Heavily engaged, fall in greater threat of higher
Right.
levels of collateral damage.
Right. That's cool. I like it.
Okay. So we're gonna go to Bert's encounter next.
Okay.
Good luck, sir.
You're fighting Kinegulus
Or Prince.
or Kinrick, who's not the prince you think he is. It's a common name. Which one do you want to fight? By default, you're fighting the first one. If you want to fight the second one, you have
go
to.
after Kenrick.
Okay, so you need to make a successful battle roll to do so.
Nope.
You are stuck with the other one, good sir.
All right.
Which means you don't get your mounted bonus.
But he does
No
get
mounted bonus, but I get the charge bonus
Yeah.
and the passion bonus.
Right.
All right. Let's do it.
Okay, you succeed higher than him. Give me your damage, sir. Charge damage.
I mean, it's not any different from regular damage.
Works
Yeah.
good.
big boy.
Yeah. Did as much as I did with my horse and my crit.
26. And then Kinrick was fighting with a sword, so he would have a shield. So he's got 11 armor. Counting his shield. So he takes 15. And his size is 19. So, or no, that was Kinrick.
14.
His size is 14.
14.
So he does risk a dex roll.
Yeah. And his dex is terrible.
Hey, he's on his ass.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, his dex is terrible. What was his dex? 9.
Yeah. 9.
14. Yeah. Yeah, he's on his ass. So you get partial glory for that. You're going to get 8 glory, Bert, for that.
All right.
Then you're going to get 15 for the round.
Cool.
And 4 dice of collateral damage your way. It's identical to what Draxus said. You guys both rolled 15 and you're both heavily engaged. So,
Nice.
Double.
okay. So absolutely nothing. So far, so good, gents.
Come on, swords.
Come on, swords.
Okay.
I will choose to fight King Herod, please.
That's the heroic opportunity.
Yeah.
End the war in the first battle.
Yeah, why not? Nanteleod did it. Can't let him get one over me.
All right, we're gonna go to
Okay.
Gwydir for the very last bit, so we're gonna deal with Collis and Rune first. We're gonna give you both an opportunity to capture a banner.
Hey.
me.
Very cool.
So let me just deal with this. So Conroy of the Lord's handpicked knights guard the banner. This won't be knights, these are Saxons. There are double as many guards as there are player knights. So there are Rune and Collis. There are 4 opponents to your 2. Which is about to be a very common thing, by the way, for anyone who ends up in Saxon engagements will find themselves outnumbered 2-1. Welcome to fighting Saxons.
I don't like it.
Sword, great axes.
Are we planning on using the 6th edition take a minus to your skill from fighting multiple people, or are we still splitting the full dice?
We're splitting the dice.
Damn it. I hate that version.
You're splitting the dice, but you still get to put the impassion over both, and you get to put the the mounted bonus over both. So it kind of works out. They're not so
Except
bad.
90% of them have great spears.
No, they don't.
True.
Not in this. Not in this. They don't. It's only a 1 and 2 on a roll of 6. So
I get 1s and 2s a lot.
yeah, some of them will have great spears. Some of them won't. It's true.
I mean, it's a tricky one. Like great
Saxons
axes
aren't meant to be easy combatants, right? That's what they do. This is why they're not skilled, because they don't have to be.
Yeah.
They outnumber
Talking
you and
about
they're
not
strong.
skilled.
17. That's pretty skilled.
Well, it can hit there, but it won't typically be that high. You've seen lots of 14s. You don't see any knights with 14s in skills. So,
Yeah. And they're getting money as well, right? So
and yeah, that's before, because they're all on foot too. On top of that, okay. So, let's address this, folks. we're gonna simply throw out 4 of these warriors.
Tiny Saxons.
Uh-oh.
90
Ine
seconds.
and Auric are both the size of Kalis.
Yep.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah, their
Kalis
largest one is the
obviously
size
needs
of
to fight
frame.
both of them. Not one.
Children. Saxon children.
Yep.
All right, Rune and Collis. How would you like to fight these opponents? Do you want to take 2 each? How do you want to approach this? I'll give you guys a moment to decide.
I think it makes sense. I take 2. My cousin takes 2.
Do you want to divvy them up any particular way?
I guess I'll take the tall ones.
Owned.
Reach advantage. Yep.
So rude. Wallace is
Realistic.
a short king, okay? He will have his respect.
Yeah, then I guess I'll take the short ones then.
Okay, so first 2. How would you like to split against them, Rune? You can assume that your whole unit is pressed in here. This is you 2 having to press in for the banner, though, right? Against these last couple of guards. Rune, are you impassioned for the round? Have you impassioned yet?
Yeah.
Okay. So that
So we're not
impassion.
charging.
You may charge, in fact, for this because it's round 1 for you. Gives you some bonus.
Seeing as we're going for the... And the one dude has a battle axe, the other one has a sword.
Mm-hmm.
I'll charge with my sword instead of my spear.
Okay. You will not get horse damage with that. Just a note.
Yeah.
And do you lose the +5 charge bonus, but you still get your +5 horse bonus? Is that right?
Yeah,
You keep your.
correct.
Yeah, okay.
What
Can't-
bonus?
You can't technically charge. You can't get your +5 charge bonus without a lance, without a spear.
Yeah, well, I'll charge with the spear then.
Okay.
I need
How do you want to divvy up your skill? Let's start there.
Well, I guess I'll do... It's at 15, so I'll do 10 and 5.
10 and 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So 10, and then you've got a lance bonus, you've got a passion bonus, and you've got a charge bonus. Yes. So plus 15.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. So 10 plus 15 is your first roll, or rather, what is your skill? Is it 15 normally?
Yep.
So you're gonna make your spear attack versus El Gifu, the first Saxon up there, and if you're committing a 10 to them, then what you're gonna do is do a spear roll plus 10. I'll get you to a 25.
Nice.
Okay, and then do the second spear roll plus 5.
Nice. They probably can't beat that because of the penalties unless they crit. Touch wood.
Why
Sorry.
did you
Why
bring
would you
it up?
say that out
Why
loud?
would you bring it up?
Double crit.
I'm sorry.
And one's got a sword, so he breaks the spear.
Uh-huh.
The spear breaker gets the spears
Spear
broke.
breaking gets spear breaking.
Cordelia, you're terrible.
It was an accident. I'm sorry.
He was excited.
That's right.
Neither beat your numbers.
Not even close.
Yeah. So you get to do your damage to both, good sir.
That's horse. Boop. Aw.
No.
It's all right.
Well, we got 5 armor anyway.
The one, yeah.
That's something.
Mm-hmm.
Force damage to the second.
Oh, I gotta roll it again.
Yeah.
For Ethelred.
Boom, boom.
There
That's
you go.
much better. That guy had an armor of 11.
That
So
one clearly caught the spear.
Con of 13. Get major wounded, idiot.
So 10 damage and 14 damage. 15, 25. You say the second guy got major wounded? Is that correct?
Con 13 for Ethelred, yeah.
That's the second guy, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I got to make a con roll to see if he passes out, yes?
Against his current hit points, which would be 28 minus 14, so against 14. Oh,
Nope. He is out cold. You, sir, just KO'd that second guy. Looks like you caught him right in the chin with your spear. Pretty gross. He is.
It looks marvelous to me.
The first guy had a pretty good con and didn't get hit all that hard. What was his dex? He did still get hit pretty good, 15. His dex is bad though, so.
Yeah, it's only 9, so yeah.
his size is 16 though, so he doesn't.
Oh no, yeah, never mind. That's right. So yeah, outcome: one guy minorly wounded, one guy KO'd. So we'll give you 15 glory for that KO, and then we're gonna go over to Collis and see how he fares. Collis, what is your weapon skill?
Since I'll be charging in, I'll take my lance, which will be a 15.
Okay, Lancer's spear, right? Remember you got that Kimrick spear, so it's whichever is higher.
Oh. Well, they're all the same.
Yeah, okay, they should be. Okay, just making sure.
Your expertise is awesome.
So, you are fighting the. Actually, now that I look at it, you have the worst of the two. You have a swordsman with a 17 and a great spearman that you can't get the bonus on. So, what is your weapon skill? I'm sorry. What is your spear? Your lance 15.
15. Yeah.
Okay. So, how do you want to divvy them up against these two opponents? You have a guy who's pretty good at sword, but he's going to get a -5. The Great Spearman is decent at Great Spear, but he doesn't get a -5.
I think I should just.
So it'll do more damage to the Great Spear as well.
I'll take Great Spear, I guess. They'll probably.
Do you want to divvy him up half and half, or you want to put more towards the Great Spearman?
I'll put more towards the Great Spear. If I take him out, then I only have to deal with the sword, and I can easily deal with that.
Do you want to do like 9 and 6 or 8 and 7? What sounds best to you?
10 and 5.
10 and 5.
I'll do 8 on the Great Spear and then 5 on the sword.
8 and 6.
Yeah, 8 and 6. All right.
Or 8 and 7. Yeah. Okay. 8 and 7 it is. 7 plus 15. And 7 plus 15.
Cool.
Oh, wait, hold on.
7 plus 15 and 8 plus 10.
Yeah.
22 and 18.
22 and 18. Okay, so 18 for the guy with the sword, though, yes? Because you wanted to aim at the guy with the long spear. So, when you're ready,
7
call
plus
us.
10.
Hold on,
8
nope.
plus
No, stop,
15.
stop, please. I gotta go soon. So, we're gonna roll with this. Call us. I need a weapon skill +3.
Alright, weapon skill +3. Submit.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. That's against the long spearman. So now I'm going to test, or the great spearman. He fails. So you got him. You can give me your horse damage, good sir.
Horse damage. 21.
Ooh.
He wouldn't have a shield, right?
He would not. Actually, yeah, he wouldn't. Actually,
Yeah. Two-handed or something.
yeah.
Mhm.
So it would be a 5 armor as well. 16 damage, and what was his
Con's 13.
size? 13.
No, right.
Or
Right.
16 for the spear. Sorry.
So Ulrich, yeah, so it's above his size and equal to his con.
What's his dex right now?
10.
Ulrich, 10.
Okay, and he falls over. So
Nice.
you're gonna get half glory for him, so eight glory. And then we're gonna contest the spearman. So for this one, you're gonna give me a d20, or sorry, you're gonna make me make a spear test with a plus 7.
All right, plus 7.
Yeah.
I'm good. All right.
Uh-oh.
Okay, and then this guy gets a negative to his. Oh, he's gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Luckily, he's not that strong overall, so. I think size 13, strength 14, I'm pretty sure is still in the realm of a 46. Is it 5?
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's you're right.
27 is
Yeah.
the total for 5d6.
15, so not enough to breach your shield. So you manage Collis to take no damage against the opponent that contested you. We're going to go immediately back into another round with that one. I think, Rune, you're able to grab the banner and start riding away. As Collis, as you break to kind of support him, the the swordsman who you didn't cut down right there, moves to move in and slash you.
All right.
She kicks him right in the chest.
Das is Sparta!
Plumed helmet on his horse.
And then I'm still using my spear for this, correct?
You can choose what you want to do at this point.
I'll use my sword then.
You can toss the spear. Your commitment to the charge is done. You can toss it to your squire or whatever.
All right. And then what would be the bonus? Since I'm still fighting him, it'd just be regular, correct? With the impassion?
You still get mounted and you still get passion. So plus 10, I think, is what you're rocking.
Yeah, that'll do.
That'll
I'm
do.
about to get deleted.
Yep. Where'd the head go?
All right, give me your regular damage and give me 4d6 for the crit. Okay. 27 is still a lot for a guy that only has 11 armor.
Yeah.
16 damage. How big was this guy?
Con is
He was
only 13. His size is 13.
Major
16.
Yep. And His dex is only 9.
Still conscious. But on his ass.
That was his size was 13. That was more than double.
I thought I heard size 9. That someone says.
No, dex 9.
Dex 9,
Or
size
Dex 10.
13.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So we did more than his size. So then it's a dex roll when they're on foot.
Double size, though.
Double size.
Yeah,
Doesn't even get the dex roll.
right.
You have to double size on foot. I thought you only had to beat their size to
but if you
trigger
get
a roll.
them, it's
To
automatically
trigger the
done.
roll, though, all you need to do is beat their size.
But if
Oh,
you
yeah,
double
right.
their size, they auto fail.
Yes, correct. Which we did not do. What we did is test to see if he fell on his ass with a 10 versus a 9. We rolled it, so it's not an auto fail. It's just a fall on his ass. So that is 8 glory for Collis. As he drops the opponent down, and Collis and Rune, you're gonna get away with the banner.
Yeah.
Nice. Good boy.
You each gain 100 glory for that.
Nice.
It could have been really bad. Just kind of worked out not to be. I was going to start moving them towards impassioning themselves as we moved into this fight further. But there wasn't a lot of time. I think as much as I hate to do it, gents, we are going to have to be continue. But as we do, Gwydir, you'll be facing a giant of a Saxon in a contest of champions. This is not the head of the army. This would be the equivalent to Gwydir for his Saxons. A ruthless killer, reckless, loyal mammoth of a machine. That is what you'll be facing next round. And I will,
Really gray.
I will make sure I get his name and everything. I'll go into the lore and grab someone of appropriateness. We should establish one thing. Is he from Dira or is he from Nohot? He is from Nohot. So he will be a relative of Octa.
Hey!
Mm.
Is he the actual giant?
Nope.
That was the Osa.
Iosa was the giant. Octa was the leader, though. And they were both pretty big and nasty. But we'll address that next game, guys. Sorry for the wait on that one, but we ran out of time. Still a good session. Hope you all had fun. And next session, we will complete the Battle of Lindsey one way or the other. Hopefully with no deaths. So far, so good. We'll see if it continues. Take care.